Hey everyone, RJ here. Welcome back to the channel, and today I'm going to be giving my final review of the Google Pixel 6. Okay, so this won't be your typical, review where I'm behind the camera just taking you through the phone and showing you how it works after a year, because I'm actually trading this 6 in for a regular 7. And, I can't really go through a whole lot of things because the phone has been factory reset and is ready to go back whenever my new Pixel 7 comes in. Now, I did purchase this phone on my own. I bought it through the Google store myself. So, yeah. Now, the Pixel 6 has been a good phone for me. I mean, I know there was a lot of issues people had with the 6 and 6 Pro, but we're not even going to mention 6 Pro right now because right now we're focusing on the 6 and all that. Now, we know there was a lot of connectivity issues, a lot of Wi-Fi issues, cellular issues, and just all that kind of stuff. Fingerprint scanner issues, which was my biggest issue with this phone. But overall, I got pretty lucky, I guess you would say. I never really had any issue with the phone. Battery life was great. If I wanted to play any kind of game, I could download it and it played fine. The screen, full 1080 OLED display, looked really good. Really nice, crisp and clear. Dual speakers sounded really good. The cameras worked. I think there's some really, really good photos and really good videos as well. This was just an overall good phone. I love the flat display here on the smaller 6 series of phones. And it was just overall a really good phone. A really good, solidly built phone. I love the design that Google went with the 6 series carrying over to the 7 series. And I mean, it was just a good phone all the way around. I love the matte sides instead of like the shiny colors on the sides. The matte always looks really good. And it has a really good size display, coming in at 6.4 inches. It's just an overall really good phone. Now I'm going to get some of the issues that I experienced with this phone out of the way here at the very beginning. And the only problems that I experienced with the Pixel 6 in the past year was in the haptic feedback, the vibration, Google with their updates, stuff like that. They pretty much ruined the haptics on this phone. I've heard other YouTubers say the exact same thing, and I have noticed these were very weak and just, it was very good at the beginning. After certain updates, it just got poor and got less and less to where it was just, yeah. The fingerprint scanner. Fingerprint scanner was never good on the 6. It's amazing the difference in the 6 and the 6 Pro that has zero issues with fingerprint scanner. This one right here would work about 3 out of 10 times. I mean, I would try to push the fingerprint. I'd push it until it said put in your pattern, pin or password. So it got to the point to where I had 4 fingers registered. I had my left thumb twice and my right thumb twice, and it just would not read. It would not unlock. And it seemed to have got worse after the latest security patch on Android 13, surprisingly. So, while it did used to work, it worked when it wanted to. And that was the biggest issue, or that was the only 2 issues that I seen with this phone. Because using this phone as a daily, if I took just a random picture, it was always good. If I wanted to play a game, it was always smooth. If I wanted to watch a lot of content, the battery was great. The sound quality was great. The picture quality was great. I mean, this was just a really good phone, and nobody could complain about it except for those who have major issues like connectivity with Wi-Fi and all that kind of stuff. But for me personally, I didn't have those issues, so I can say that this was a fantastic phone. For the first gen 10 chip, I had plenty of RAM at 8 gigabytes. It was an overall good experience. Had a nice form factor. Like I said, it was very comfortable to hold. The flat screen. I just really wish that the 7 Pro and the 6 Pro was also a flat display, but you know, battery life, like I said, was fantastic. I could get through a full day easily with this phone, watching YouTube, getting on Twitter, on Instagram, the text messaging, taking photos here and there. Got through a full day easily, and even to this day, it does not seem to be lacking in any power. Doesn't seem to be lacking in anything. Any battery life. Battery seems to be just as good now as the day that I got it. It don't seem to be depreciating or depleting or whatever you want to call it at all. It's just not doing a good job, And I was very hesitant on trading in this phone for a 7, just for the fact that I do like this kind of coral. I mean, it's not for everybody, but I like the way it looks. It looks different in person than it does here on camera, but I like the way it looks. I just liked it. And I was very torn about trading, but the issues with the fingerprint scanner, and such a good deal in a trade that I got for the 6 for the 7. I mean, I couldn't pass it up, So, I mean, I figure, this is a phone that in the past, I would say 3 to 4 months, I use probably the least. I've used the 6A often, the 6 Pro often. This one here just pretty much just sat there and never got used. I would just turn it on to update it and use it for a little bit and see if there's any problems going on with it. I believe Google did a really good job with the 6. I'm very interested to see what they're going to do with the 7. I know this is not going to be like a very thorough update. This is just my real talk to you about my experience with the Pixel 6. And honestly, if you don't want to upgrade to the 7 and you want to get a really, really good deal on the Pixel 6, there are some really good deals right now if you want to buy this phone unlocked. Now, they will most likely remove this from the Google store. Okay? When the 7 drops and it is actually released, if they haven't dropped it already off the store, I haven't really checked and seen. But you're going to be able to buy them off of Amazon, eBay, places like that, of course. I got my Pixel 2 XL not long ago, brand new, off of Amazon. So it's going to be around. It's just you won't be able to buy it from the Google store. But, maybe you don't want to upgrade to the 7 and you ain't got a phone to trade in. You don't want to spend that $600 for a 7. You can get a 6 right now for an extremely good deal. Prices is going to vary. Just go online, check for pricing. No, I'm not going to give any pricing here on this video. But if you want a solid phone, maybe you don't care about fingerprint scanners that much. Maybe you really don't care about haptic feedback that much. Hopefully if you get a Pixel 6 and you buy one for a really good price, buy one unlocked or buy one on a carrier, hopefully you'll have the same experience I did, where I basically had none. Battery was great, screen is great, cameras are great, sound quality is excellent. I mean, phone is built very solid, and it's just a good phone. Like I said, I had no connectivity issues, no Wi-Fi issues. 4G, 5G worked just fine on this phone. Always had decent signal down here in my area. Signal's not good really on any phone, but it held up with about everything else that I have and what I've used. So if you're still interested in buying the Pixel 6, I still say, you want to take a chance on it. Hopefully, you'll get one like mine. Hopefully, you'll get one with no issues and no problems, and you'll have a very good experience. This phone is still going to get, I think 2 more years of OS updates. It was on Android 12 when it released. It's on 13 now. It'll get 14. It'll get 15, and it'll actually get 5 years total of security patches. So this phone will still be relevant for quite a while. The Tensor chip is going to be powerful enough. The RAM at 8 gigs, storage at 128. Some Pixel 6 had a storage of 128 and 256. Unfortunately, the kind of Coral only had a 128 gig for some strange reason. Not sure why Google had some 6 Pixel 6s was 128 and 256, and this was the only one that only had 128 configuration. Why? Who knows? But anyway, not gonna drag this out any longer. I just wanted to get this out there and give my final thoughts on it. I was gonna do a video on it before, but it was kind of a spur of the moment thing with trading this phone in, and so therefore I just gave it a hard factory reset. And yeah, so that's why I'm doing a video like this on the Pixel 6. If you're still wanting to buy one, I can still recommend it. Just hopefully yours will be like mine and have zero issues other than my two annoyances, which was the fingerprint was terrible and the haptic feedback being pretty poor, after a lot of updates from Google. But that's my thoughts after right at 1 year with the Pixel 6. Very excited to see where the Pixel 7 is going to come in and the 7 Pro. Stay tuned to the channel for the coverage on those as well. So yeah, farewell to the Pixel 6, and the Pixel 7 will be here shortly. So yeah, thanks for watching. Any questions, leave it down below. And if it was helpful from it anyway, hit that like button. That is very important to the algorithm, getting this video pushed out more. So yeah, smash that like button. That'd be really greatly appreciated. If you're new around here and haven't subscribed, consider subscribing and clicking that bell on for all notifications, so you don't miss out on any more content. I would sure would appreciate it. Y'all have a good one, and thanks for watching.